Hey, it's Gina at Tarot and Time here in Kent, Connecticut, and I'm here to give you a tarot reading for the week of March 22nd. So welcome to Aries season. We're finally here, finally got out of that foggy Pisces season. I hope that you took some nice baths and got some naps and were really creative, because now we are moving full speed ahead into the first sign of the zodiac. So it's a new year. So Happy New Year. And now's the time when things start moving ahead much faster. I know we've all been waiting for that, feeling a little contained for a while there, especially during this whole COVID period. But keep in mind that there's still a couple planets in Pisces that are affecting us. One of them is Neptune, which rules the sign Pisces. So still a very spiritual time, a very creative time, but things are still foggy. So even though we're in Aries, the sun has moved into Aries, and we have Venus in Aries also, but there's still a warning about the fog. So make the best of it, use it for creative purposes, but just be a little bit aware of that. Also, Mercury, the planet of communication, it also rules roadways, is in Pisces. And it's slightly close to Neptune. So there's this fog in communication. So as much as the sun is in Aries and it just wants to get out there and have a good time, and Venus is really close to it, conjunct, so they're really only 1 degree apart on the morning of Monday the 22nd. So love is definitely on our mind, beauty. The moon is in Cancer. That's on the sunrise of the 22nd. The moon is in Cancer, and it's actually in the 4th house. So we're probably thinking about making our house really nice, maybe working in our yard a little bit, but really taking forward action. And just still be careful in the love arena, because it's still going to be foggy, or your communication's going to be foggy. And it's not a great time to be signing contracts or making big deals or signing your name, committing to something. So give it a few more weeks for that. Enjoy the fun, the playfulness of it, and enjoy that things aren't going to feel as stagnant, which is really nice. There's a lot of possibilities for things to happen this week, and so keep your mind's eye on it being creative, beautiful things that you want. So in honor of Aries, I am working with some cool matches here. And I've got some gold moons on pile number 1. I've got this cool over the moon matchbox on pile number 2, and silver moons on pile number 3. So go ahead and pick your pile and let's get started. Okay, pile number 1 with these cool gold moons, all the different phases, remembering it's just a phase. The moon moves signs every 2.5 days. So our feelings, just keep in mind that they'll shift. Things aren't going to stay the same. The moon really affects us. It's a personal planet that really affects how we feel. Has a lot to do with our emotions. So we got these cool matches. I love striking a match. There's something that feels so good about it than instead of using a lighter. And so let's talk about striking a match of creativity. Let's use this fire energy of Aries to our best benefit. I just picked 3 cards. I haven't looked at them yet. I'm working with the Tattoo Tarot, the Relative Tarot, and Ethereal Visions. I picked 1 card from each of those decks. I was thinking of doing a chalice spread, so I'm going to put one of them on the bottom as the stem of the cup, 2 as the shape of the cup. So let's see what your cup is full of this new zodiac season, this fresh start, and then we'll add a few more cards to it just for fun. So we're starting off. Here's just stem of your cup is the 2 of Cups. There's a little bit of a shadow. I don't know if you can see that. It's very inlaid in gold. There we go. And it has this lion right in the middle. So the lion associated with Leo, that's ruled by the sun, and it's associated with our heart. So moving from our heart, it also looks kind of like a medical symbol. So for our well-being. And 2, anything in relationship, cups, emotion. So drinking of the cup, and it's funny that I'm doing a spread as a cup that really nourishes you, relationships that really nourish you, that are really heart-based, love-based, and they feel very equal here. It's not out of balance. So really taking a look at your relationships. Again, remembering things are a little foggy still right now, especially when it comes to communicating. But just maybe taking a look at in this new zodiac year, what's going on with your relationships? Are they balanced? Are they moving from the heart, or are they out of codependency? We have the Page of Pentacles. She looks like she's just kind of pondering. She's got her foot up on this pentacle. She's pondering the situation, and I feel like this is a time to ponder if you're being valued in your relationship, if these relationships are equal, or if you're doing all the work and one person's kind of behaving as a child. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So, and then she's got these two women underneath her. They look like mermaids. And so again, it's kind of like this 2 of Cups, this 2 of emotion. I like how her necklace has like an eye on it. And so really thinking about yourself in relationship. Again, are you being treated well? Are you treating yourself well? Are you picking people, partners, friends, workmates that value you, that you can be yourself, that you can show who you really are and be treated with respect? That's what I'm seeing so far, especially with this golden matchbook. Gold, everything is shimmering in gold here. So I'm going to add a couple more cards here. I'm going to use the Relative Tarot Oracle for one of the cards. See what your cup is full of, what you need to be aware of. And I'm going to go with the Ethereal Visions again, one more from there. And as you can see, I really don't personally work with, sometimes I'll use a defined spread when I do my readings, but I'm kind of a spontaneous person that likes to just follow my intuition as far as where I lay my cards out. So, here we go. Let's see what we've got going on. Elegance. Look at him. I'd love to think that this was somebody's relative, that Carrie Paris had her fans send in pictures of their relatives with interesting stories. And so very elegant, beautiful. We were already talking about things being so inlaid in gold. Here's the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Swords. So I'm really seeing that it's time for you to really start questioning these relationships that you're in. And even though it may look like, you know, everything is there and available for you, are you feeling free? Are you feeling bound to the same feelings over and over again, running the same thought patterns in your head and really feeling bound? It's time to really step up and take a real good look in the mirror and see yourself. And give yourself some respect. Give yourself, step up into the life you want. This is the year to do it. This is a year of change. It's 2021. And you add all the digits together, it makes a 5, and 5 is a year of change. And this is the time to step out of the ties that bind you. And I'm talking thoughts that you keep running down the same roads. It's time to free yourself of that. To trust your emotions and trust your feelings are coming up for a reason. And you really need to start looking ahead and start thinking about what you want to happen over this next year. I'm going to pull a couple more just for a little bit of advice for you. Academic. And the Wish card. It's interesting that both of these cards, they're very well dressed. So I'm really feeling like it's time to step up and step out. I know it's been like COVID. We've been able to go to Zoom meetings and still be in our pajamas. And now it's time to really start showing up. Aries is, I always think of Aries as like so associated with style, wanting to be seen and look good. And it's kind of like, it's associated with the ego. And so maybe it's time to start going more towards like feeding your ego a little bit, to taking care of yourself, looking good, showing up, dressing up a little bit more than you would have. And then there's this wish here, to make a wish for whatever it is that you want. And even if you don't know what it is, let's talk about how you want to feel, because there's a lot of feelings going on here. And I'm getting the vibe that it's time that you start really valuing yourself, seeing yourself for who you really are, taking a real good look in the mirror, stepping up to the next level in your life. Maybe it's time to start learning something new. This is academic. Maybe it's time to start taking a course that you want to take, read some books that you want to do, moving up to the next level. We have a queen here. We have an academic, we have elegance, we have a wish. And on the bottom, we have your relationships being more imbalanced and living from the heart. So I say go for it. Make good choices for you. Show up brighter, stronger, a little bit more confident in the relationships that you're in, and it will help everyone. Make a wish, make a vision board is really what I'm suggesting, and envision how you want to feel. And I hope that you choose you and really be kind to yourself. So have a great week. Thanks for joining me. Okay, I'm here with pile number 2, Over the Moon. Spark it up. It's time, it's Aries season. It's time to spark up your life. Fire energy. It's the first house is associated with Aries and the term I am. And so really starting to think about who it is that you want to be, who you want to be associated with. And it's the first sign of the zodiac. It's a new year. So happy new year. Let's start living the life that you want. I'm going to do a spread called a chalice spread. It's like a cup. Here's the handle, and here's the cup itself. We'll start with this and we'll expand onto it. So for the stem, I have the Queen of Cups. She showed up in pile number 1, 2. Here she is again, the Queen of Emotions, the Queen of Creativity. She's looking a little bored in this picture, I gotta tell you. It's funny, she's somebody's relative. This is the relative tarot. And I think you can maybe see her at that angle. She's a little boredom in her eyes. So she's dressed up, she showed up. So what is it that, do you want to continue this boredom in the new year? Do you want to spark up your life? We've got the 2 of Wands, 2 of Fire. Now, I'm sorry, there's such a glare on these cards today. He's really looking out at his future. There we go. He's just got this robe on, and he's really looking out to think about what he wants to do, who he wants to be in relationship. It's Wands, it's fire element, it's 2 in relation. And so really pondering what brings excitement. Who do I want to spend my time with in partnership, in relationship, in business, all of those kind of things. Am I matching with the right people? And here's the Temperance card, which is related to Sagittarius, ruled by the planet Jupiter, a planet of luck, blessings, and expansion. And so you see they're pouring from the cup of the heart to the cup of the mind. There's this back and forth. And it's almost like the mind's eye. And so Temperance is actually related to 2021. Temperance is card number 14. When you add 1 and 4, you get 5. 5 is 2021 equals 5. It's a 5-year, a year of change. This is the card associated with it, one of the cards. So this is your year to make the changes, to live from the heart, to pour from the mind to the heart, to satisfy your logic and your passion. And so really balancing it out, because there feels like there's this sense of boredom, like you have a good life, things are okay, seems good, but I'm feeling like there's a lack of fulfillment here. And this is your year to make that change. So let's see how we can make that change, what it looks like. This is the Oracle Relative Tarot Oracle that came with the kit. So vanity. So I was talking in pile number 1 about that it's time to, it's easy to get into the rut of being in our pajamas and being on Zoom meetings and just kind of being able to get away with it for a while. And I feel like that period is over now. It's time for us to start stepping up, showing up. Aries is associated with our ego, right? And so we always think of the ego as so bad, but there's a healthy relationship that we can have with our ego. And it's time to start showing up with that, to start taking a little pride in how we look and all that kind of stuff. And it doesn't have to be vanity, but it can be self-care. And so that's what I'm getting. And also we've got this tribe card. Really, you're being surrounded by your people. And so make this the year that happens, that you really align with your people and it's almost like they got dressed up for the occasion. That's what I'm getting. They showed up, they're dressed up, and so do the same. Play the part, be the person that you want to be, and getting out of this boredom, really living from the heart. I'm going to pull a few more cards to see what else you need to know, if there's anything else. This new zodiac year, your cup being full of passion and beauty instead of just humdrum everyday life. Even though you're fine, things are good, but how can you live more passionately? I have the 9 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Cups. So the 9 of Pentacles, I love how her hair is dyed red. She's living more passionately. Now, often the 9 of Pentacles can look like a boredom card. Like it's almost similar to this Queen of Cups feeling. All is well, things are well, but there's just kind of like the same old and it gets a little boring. It's coming in next to the 5 of Cups. She's definitely crying and feeling some sadness there. But it's a 5, and it's a 5 of Cups. So there's some tears that need to be cried. Just cry them. We act like it's if we actually feel our feelings, it's going to last forever. And most of the time, the feelings pass really quickly. The moon, we talked about the phases of the moon, 2.5 days in a sign. The moon really affects how we feel. And so have the cry, get it out, get it over with so you can move on. And things are going to be moving quickly for you. Things are moving ahead in Aries, fire sign, new zodiac year, the spring season. Things are really going to start moving forward. So cry the tears you need to cry. There's some past relationship stuff that's still going that you need to just cry. The 9 of Pentacles again. The 10 of Wands and the Lovers. Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles again. So this time she looks a little happier, a little cheerier. So it's time to just make peace with the boredom. It's going to be a thing of the past soon. All is well. You've got all this pentacle energy. Things are fine. It's just that boredom can get the best of you. So with the 5 of Cups there's some tears you need to cry. Just cry them. The more you delay them, the bigger they get. When if you just cried, you would be able to move on quicker. So shed those tears. It's a 5-year. It's a year of change. Allow that to happen. There's going to be some uncomfortable moments, and we can move through it quickly if we allow it. We have the 10 of Wands. This was an error card in Carrie Paris's deck, and I like to keep it in here because it shows 10 Pentacles up at the top, but it's labeled 10 of Wands. So to me, 10 of Pentacles is something that would take a long time to build. 10 of Wands can happen like that. So there's success here. You can see financial success happening quickly. This reminds me of the California gold rush. There's a change of fortune. There's a freedom that comes. And I just see that there's a freedom coming from this boredom. and a freedom from this like weight that you feel. So we also have the Lovers card, Cupid shooting her arrow. So it is card number 6. It's really about choices. So remembering that Venus is still, we still want to be a little careful just because it's just coming out of Pisces. We have the planet of communication, Mercury, still in Pisces. And so, of course, communication is going to affect our relationships. So have fun. Just wait before you jump into major commitments, contracts, deals. And so enjoy the fun time, but give it some time before you make a decision. And really, let me see. I just want to do a couple more because I feel like I'm missing something here. It's the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, if you don't have those cries, it's just going to linger on and interfere with your sleep and just cause you more trouble than it's worth. I think you can move on from it very quickly. You've got the Queen of Wands here and the King of Pentacles. So, yeah, I think that I see something relationship-wise coming that's a little bit more stable for you. Give it some time. Don't rush. Sort through these feelings. Accept the boredom. It's going to change. Start dressing up, showing up for the life that you want, the people that you want to attract into your life. I think things will change for you very quickly in a very positive way, and a great way to start off the new year. There's a rite of passage. I do think that there's a relationship commitment coming for you. I hope that you will wait a little while. I feel like there could be almost like a proposal coming. Here's a rite of passage. A wedding dress on. So just please take a deep breath. Listen to Sheila Heights Astrology report that we share on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. Take a breath, take another breath, and maybe don't say what you're thinking for a little while because things are not going to be communicated well. But there's a shift coming here for you. Things are changing for the better. So keep doing the sorting, sifting work. Have a good cry. Go in your closet and pull out some good stuff. Get rid of the stuff you're not going to wear. Start dressing up for the part to live the life that you want. And know that you have luck and blessings on your side with this Temperance card here, this Jupiter ruled card. Okay, you've got this. Have a great week. Okay, I'm here with pile number 3, these beautiful moons, silver moons. Knowing that the moon changes signs approximately every 2.5 days. The moon affects our emotions, how we feel, knowing that this too shall pass. Okay, doing the chalice spread, I'm going to use 3 cards. This one will be the stem. The rest will be the cup, and then we'll fill it up with a few more cards. Okay, so we have the Lovers card starting us off here. 2 snakes there. Love how it looks like a staircase. Okay, choices, 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 right? And then with Mercury, our planet of communication, and Lovers is ruled by Mercury. With that in Pisces, we want to really take the pause. Really to not just immediately speak because things are cloudy. Your point isn't gonna get across very easily. So taking the pause, and we talked about Venus, let's wait a little bit before we jump right into these relationships. Take a deep breath, observe, see, don't commit to anything right now. Let some time pass, right? The Lovers is about choices. There's the Ace of Cups, the Cup of Satisfaction. Interesting as we're doing like a cup spread. And the Lovers again. Look at this version. Okay, so yeah, love, sex, all that kind of stuff is a hot topic for you this week. And yeah, there can be some satisfying times, there can be some fun offers, there can be new things coming in. Venus is in the 1st house with the sun, the Aries house, the house of I am. It's definitely associated with the ego. And so it feels good to be pursued, and it feels good to fall in love. just take it slow. The advice is let's not work too fast here, but you can still enjoy the beauty of it. Just long term, we need to give it a little bit more time before we can see clearly. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple more cards, what your cup is full of. I'm going to use a couple different decks here. Got the Tattoo Tarot. Okay, the Ten of Cups just fell out. And I'm going to use this Oracle, the Relative Tarot Oracle. Okay, Visionary, the Ten of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so everything's looking really beautiful right now. The Eight of Wands is often called the honeymoon card. There's all this beauty, and we think that it's going to last forever. And I think that it's going to be very enjoyable right now. But there's a change. This is the 10. 10 is the highest number in the minor arcanas. It's cups, it's the emotions. This is often called the happy family card. They look like a bunch of sailors. It's kind of interesting. And then we have this Visionary. Aries is the child of the zodiac. It's the first sign. It's considered the baby. And so a Visionary kind of it's very Piscean in a way, like think daydreaming, envisioning how it could be, envisioning the happy family, the love that can last forever. Let's just use some caution right now. Do a couple more. Spirit card, which is kind of like a little bonus card in here. And the Knight of Cups. So make a wish and see what it is that what it is that you want. Maybe it has a chance to come true, but let's not let's not invest ourselves into things that are unclear. It's a romantic time. It's a fun time. Anything is possible, but let's not bank our whole livelihood on that. Here's the Knight of Cups. He definitely likes to pursue his emotions, very much a romantic. And so I'm seeing a lot of romance for you. And if you can have fun if you're smart about it. So take your time. I'm going to pull a couple more because I feel like there's something else. 10 of Cups again. It's interesting that this deck has two of that card. And the 5 of Swords. So again, they're holding on to like a piece of information there. There's some kind of paperwork that they're holding. So there's more information that you need to find out. I don't think everything is clear yet. There's the 5 of Swords. There's a change of communication. You need to wait until Mercury's out of Pisces. When it moves into Aries, you're going to get much more forward. The information will come easily to you, so you need to give it a couple weeks. But I'm not saying not to have fun. I'm just saying don't overcommit because I don't feel like you have all the facts right now. There's the Moon card. And we were just saying all the different stages of the moon. This has all these different stages, different growth cycles for that lobster. How it's really affected by the moon. We were talking about the effects of the moon. The moon is in Cancer, starting the week off. So Cancer, the moon can sometimes hide in Cancer because Cancer likes to hide, so information can get missing from you too. And not everything is spelled out. This Regimen card just fell out. So get out there, get moving, get your body moving, work on you. And as you work on you, the relationship stuff will work out. Again, I think it could be really romantic. It could be really fun. Just be wise. And have a fun week. I'm going to pull one more. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something new. You got to contemplate the value of it. Contemplate the value of your feelings. If there's not new love for you this week, it could just be the way that you're looking at the world. Or maybe some new passion or new project or new item that you want to purchase in your life, something that brings you joy and satisfaction. Just kind of pause and check out, make sure it's of value to you, make sure that you're not going to want to move on from it very quickly, make sure that you're really in touch with your emotions about it. And have a great week. I'll see you soon.